Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today, we are going to take a look at a new band for us, Dead Sara, whose first album came out in 2012. It has the song on it that we are looking at today, which is called Weatherman. Apparently their most famous song. The album itself was critically acclaimed. Loudwire liked it. Number 3 on their list of the 10 best rock albums of 2012. So I had not heard of this band at all, but somebody suggested them to us. And we thought, gee, this actually looks kind of interesting. They're from L.A. Emily Armstrong on lead vocals, rhythm guitar, Sushi Medley on lead guitar and backing vocals, and Sean Friday on drums. Adrian, do you have anything you want to talk about ahead?
I'm interested in seeing what these people sound like.
Okay, well, let's check this out and then we will discuss afterwards.
Alrighty. I like this. Emily's got the most exquisitely awesome voice.
Yeah, I enjoyed her voice too.
She hits the notes. She belts out a scream once in a while.
Yeah, her scream is really good. It occurred to me that probably the reason that this was recommended to us was in response to the speed of light reaction that we looked at recently, because that scream sounds a little bit like Riley's scream in Speed of Light. Yeah, I liked that part of it, and I liked the drive behind the song. I noticed a few things in the backdrop that suggest that it had to do with themes that we are familiar with, like little money things going by in some of those graphics, suggesting it may be some type of corruptive source.
Yeah, good graphics and good film projection, too. They did some of that as well. See the shadows on the wall behind them and everything.
Mm-hmm. I always like to point out when we look at a video that is very inexpensive to make, this one is very inexpensive. You had this empty room, essentially, and then they put it looks like projections over the band in real time. They probably also did many takes with nothing going on at all, and maybe some of those things were superimposed later. I don't know. I mean, you could potentially do that, but it felt like that was actually using projection on scene. So I'm sure that the images that they went with were deliberate choices. Well, I'm not sure, but I would guess. Let's put it that way. So maybe we should take a look at the words just so we know what the song's about.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering how they came up with the title Weatherman.
Yeah, that's a good question. His skin was soft as leather. I'm the weatherman. No one else more dedicated. I'm the weatherman. Well, hey, kid, you got the right, but the choice to kill. No, son of Sam will let you in. To turn against, addicted to the love of ourselves. I'm the weatherman. So maybe it's a serial killer. And that would almost be my guess there. Go for the kill, go for the kill. You got the heart without the ache, pretentious thieves. There's no one else worth the dedication. Man. Yeah, it sounds, for here's the history we make for luck of our fathers. If I could be anywhere, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, kind of a nihilistic serial killer type vibe to it, to my sensibilities. What do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, I'd say that sounds pretty accurate, I guess.
This was 2012. So, the aughts, I guess you call them, the 2000s. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of sounded like something from that particular era. It was funny, as I kept thinking of Patti Smith, I Am the Warrior. It was cool music. It was kind of a creepy topic. That's all right. We're Warning fans, and there's a lot of creepy stuff in there. So, who's to say?
I just think they all have an awesome sound, each one of them. I like the sound of the guitar, also the drums and bass for that matter.
It was pretty cool. They had a groove going that was real nice. Interesting little aside, the lead singer of this group, Emily Armstrong, just became the lead singer of Linkin Park last year. I guess their vocalist, Chester Bennington, passed away. And so she took over. So she is now the lead singer for Linkin Park. So that's kind of interesting. So, yeah, we know very little about the band. That was a cool song. I would be open to hearing something else by them in the future.
Oh, yeah, so would I.
Yeah, so we'll put that on our list. Folks, why don't you give us your general impressions of this song? And if you know the group, why don't you let us know anything you think we ought to know about them. And if you have other suggestions for us, you can leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you later.